coming to you from an unknown location, at the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, bringing you the unknown. Welcome to another spine-tingling episode of Paranormal 411. Your hosts are David Reagan and Jason Scott, and together, they dive headfirst into the mysteries that lurk just beyond our understanding, featuring notable experts ready to share their insights into the world of the strange and unknown. So pull up a chair, pour a cup of something warm, and prepare to be enthralled. Here at Paranormal 411, we're not just a radio show, we're a community of truth seekers, adventurers of the mind, exploring the boundaries of the known and unknown. We invite you to join us, to share your thoughts, your experiences, your questions. Whether you've had your own encounter with the supernatural or you're simply intrigued by the inexplicable, we want to hear from you. So, don't be shy. Drop a comment and let's unravel the mysteries of the universe together. Buckle up as we journey beyond the veil of the ordinary, into the heart of the extraordinary. This is Paranormal 411, where the inexplicable meets reality and imagination takes flight. Stay tuned and remember, in the world of the paranormal, nothing is as it seems.
All right. Welcome,
Everybody.
Paranormal 411.
Oh, man.
It is Thursday.
It's the Thursday show.
Sure enough.
We had something happen, so we didn't get to have the Tuesday show.
Yeah,
But we're here today. Right?
we are.
So, how's everybody out there doing?
We got started a little late today.
Yeah, sorry.
We had some audio problems here.
We did. We had to fix it.
The cord wasn't plugged in or something. I don't know.
Control Alt Delete.
Took 4 hours to find that little cord.
It was pretty crazy. So, how you doing, Jason?
I'm doing good.
We got some good news, don't we?
We do. We do. You want to tell them?
I do want to tell them.
Oh, I got my specs on again.
Yeah,
So
me too.
we're twinsies. Yours is purple.
Blue. They're blue.
Oh, purple. Okay. Yeah, they're blue. They're very neon blue.
I was just thinking, for some reason, maybe I was colorblind too. No, not only
little purple.
do they, maybe it's just lighting. I don't know. I got purple glasses.
Fluorescence.
That's it. So we got some good news for everybody. All you out there that helped us out and did some proofreading for us on our book and all that other stuff. Our book will be out soon. You can find it on Amazon. You can search for East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore Edition 2. Right, Jason?
Yeah.
You're going to be able to buy it on June 8th.
Yes.
Mark your calendar. June 8th. The hardback cover and the paperback you can buy. So please, if we gave you an advanced copy, we would really love for you to leave us a review and would appreciate it very much. Right, Jason?
Yes.
But yes, so you could find our book, East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore Edition 2, on June 8th. We're excited.
2024.
That's right. 2024. It's going to be nice. I mean, it's a beautiful book.
It is.
And you can't appreciate it till you get in your hands, especially the hardback cover. Oh my God. The hardback cover is beautiful.
Give me cold chills.
It's pretty cool when you put a lot of work into something and finally get to start seeing the outcome of it,
Yep.
Like we had the cover before we had the book finished.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
Oh yeah.
So it was amazing to get to see what got to fill the cover. Remember, we are live on Spreaker, X, paranormal411.org, Facebook, and YouTube. You could also find us on paranormal411.org, paranormal411 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Also on Saturday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are on WDJY FM. If you're in the metro Atlanta area, that is 99.1 FM. But don't worry, if you're not in the metro Atlanta area, you could still listen to it. Right, Jason?
Of course.
Right. You go to WDJYFM.com or paranormal411.org. Click on the link right there on the front page. And you can still listen to us at Saturday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So join us.
Join us.
Join us. Remember, we are also on Subspace Radio and all of your favorite podcast platforms. Oh, yeah. My favorite button.
Hey, we got a little short show for you tonight on this Thursday evening.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about ghost hunting.
And we did a little bit of that not too long ago, didn't we?
We did.
We had a good time with Eddie and Susan.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about it a few times.
We're going to do it again.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, Eddie's got his SLS camera. We're going to be releasing a how-to video to make your own SLS camera.
Yes.
And not pay the big prices.
And if you need one of these cameras we're going to build, we can personalize it to fit your needs. I mean, it can even have your logo, your team name.
Yep. So on the box where all the wires and everything fits in, we can create and build your own project box so that all the wires fit in there really nice and neat and have your own name or everything printed on the top of it. It's pretty cool.
For $1 million.
But definitely check out the video because it's going to be a fun video.
Yep.
Right? It'll be fun. And again, we're going to put that on sometime in the future. We have another video that Jason's been working on for a minute.
But I'm working on it.
And it was of our last ghost hunt. So, you know, we may refer to it a few times during this show because that's exactly what it's about. No.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen I want to bring this up, the Bigfoot video in Madisonville that I put on TikTok and everywhere. I don't know who shot that, but I want to give them credit, whoever you are.
Yes. Eddie and Susan would know.
Yeah. That is one of the best Bigfoot videos I've seen.
Yeah.
It's a little blurry.
Well, you know.
But it was took with an iPhone, probably.
Yeah, probably. Michelle says, hey.
Hi.
What's up?
So ghost hunting, David. You want to start it off or you want me to?
It don't matter.
Go ahead.
Oh man, he's let me go first.
You can go first today.
So we're going to be talking a little bit about ghost hunting. And you know, if you've never done it, it's really fun.
It is.
Especially when you get as much activity as we had on our last adventure.
Non-stop.
Yeah, 2 hours. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
You get to hear Jason
scream, crying, go on, run out the house.
Yeah, it was really fun. So you know, before you even set foot in a location, it is crucial to do as much homework as you could. You know, this involves understanding the history of the location, which we knew because it was your wife's family home, and any reported paranormal activity that had happened at the place, the context of those activities, and this will also help you kind of know what to expect and can also provide valuable clues when interpreting the evidence you gather. For example, if in a location is known for sightings of a woman in a Victorian era clothing and you capture similar apparitions, it really could strengthen, you know, the evidence that you captured.
I was watching Ghosts of Morgan City.
Oh yeah.
Last night again for the 1200th time.
Yeah.
And you know where they captured the video of the apparition of the nurse
Yes.
walking across?
Walking across. Yeah. That
Oh
was
my
that.
gosh.
And they all lost their ever loving minds too, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. I mean, it was.
That was a class A. I mean,
Mhm.
you knew what was walking in front of there. It wasn't some just fuzzy thing.
And I think, what's his name that does that? Forgot his name, but anyway, he said that was the best evidence he has ever captured.
And if you would have got to capture that FLIR that you just had,
that would have been right up there with it.
yes.
I did get me a new FLIR camera.
Did you bring it in?
I didn't bring it.
Oh, I wanted to see it so bad.
This one is idiot proof.
Have you got to try it?
Yes.
You played with it?
You can even put the your regular camera on the screen with the FLIR, so it shows both of them.
That's freaking fantastic.
Pretty bad.
That's fantastic, man. Oh, we're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah. What's up, Roy Murphy, Bird Dog?
What's up, Roy? How you doing, buddy?
If you just got on here, Roy, I want to tell you that book will be available June the 8th.
June the 8th. And yeah, so that'll be both the hardback and the paperback.
Mm-hmm. But you know, I can get you one since you're one of the real good patrons that we have.
Yep.
And I know you want it signed by, of course, me and David.
But mainly Jason, right? Because y'all work together.
No, he loves us both, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like Roy.
Yep. If we done a lot of conspiracies and governmental stuff, he'd be right on here. I know that, but we don't.
We stopped doing
We try
that.
to stay away from that.
We stopped doing that. Yeah, that's fact. His wife wants it signed, he said.
Yeah.
We got that. We got you, Roy. We got you. So, you know, ghost hunting isn't about wandering around in the dark. It is a systematic investigation that requires the right tools. Now, we could give you a list of some of the most commonly used equipment that they use, you know, that people use in the time that they're doing ghost huntings and stuff. There is so many. It would probably take more than a 1 hour show just to list and talk about just the equipment.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll just talk about a few here.
Okay.
So
I do want to mention that one piece of equipment I do want to get.
What is that?
It's called a ghost box, spirit box. It's not like the normal. It's the one with the reverb and.
Oh yes.
Yeah. We need one.
I think Eddie and Susan have.
I hope they do. They need to bring it.
I think they do. We could ask them, but
yeah,
those two, there's not much that they don't have.
You're right.
I think they've got enough that 100 people could go and they could have everybody with equipment. Mm. Now, EMF meters, now they measure the fluctuations in the electromagnetic fields. That's what it stands for, EMF. Which some believe may indicate the presence of a ghost. Well, if you're in a place that has no electricity, none at all, you have your cell phones in your pocket, they should be turned off, unless you're using them for some reason. But an EMF, you start picking up EMF that is more than what your background EMF would be at any location, then something's definitely going on.
Yeah, and you also want to sweep the whole location first. Yes. and get a baseline.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Because if you don't, I mean, that way you could, like Jason just said, you get a baseline. You could understand, you know, okay, this place, you know, is averaging 5 or 6, you know, and all of a sudden you start getting these spikes where this thing is going and hitting you in the yellow and then the red. You know, something crazy is going on.
Yeah. You remember when we went to the house over here where you work?
Oh, yeah.
Now that was some EMF right there.
Oh, major. You know what he just told me the other day?
What?
So, you know why I think we were getting such high EMF in his room? He's got those wires that run in the ceiling for the heat,
Oh, okay.
and he don't know how to turn them off.
Cut them.
Shoot him, shoot him.
Shoot it, Liz. Shoot it.
So, but we told him, right, dude, you got some high EMF in here,
Yeah, it was high. It was like deadly, make you hallucinate and stuff.
crazy stuff. And then downstairs, remember how we were putting it on that coffee table,
Uh-huh.
and then you'd move it in a certain spot, that sucker just go off like crazy, but then you would do something else, and it would do something different.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that place had major EMF.
Yeah, I did.
It was absolutely crazy. So, digital voice recorders, I think this is something that everybody that's doing these investigations should have. They're used for capturing electronic voice phenomena, or EVPs. Now, these are sounds or voices that were not heard by any of the people doing the investigation. But they were actually picked up by the recorder. And a lot of times, you'll ask questions and stuff, but you won't hear nothing. And all of a sudden you go playing it back, and there's
Boom.
voices there that shouldn't be there.
We know that for a fact that it works.
It does work.
Scared me off for 2 weeks.
Jason said, nope, I ain't coming back to Dave's house.
Yes.
Are you sitting on my lap?
I like to watch these people when they get that get out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one to watch. Never had that happen, but
No.
but if it said get out, I'd be getting out.
I'd be like, oh, no, I think we need to ask a few more questions. Why do you want me to leave?
I'm gonna go check the car out here.
Dave, I hear something out of the car.
I'll be back. See what you can find.
One thing we was just talking about, infrared cameras.
Right.
Now, the infrared cameras can see and record in low light conditions, making them ideal for hunting in the dark. Infrared cameras are most of your cameras that you have outside your house, security cameras and things like that. They work really good in low light situations. But now your FLIR camera that you just got, right?
Yeah, it's thermal.
That's a thermal camera.
I think it works off IR too somehow.
Right.
Not sure how they work.
Well, it may be have some IR, but it's mostly heat signature.
Yeah.
Also a very good thing. Like I said, if Jason on the last ghost hunt would have got to hit the record button.
Got a picture of it.
Yeah.
But the one I was using didn't record video, and I thought it did.
And something walked right up behind Eddie and
My
turned around
Lord.
and walked right back away, didn't it?
Yes.
And Jason and who was it? It was Jason,
Let's see, Susan,
and was it your wife?
Christina.
All three of them saw it.
Yeah, they all three saw it on the screen.
And all three of y'all were like, oh my God.
And I swore up and down I got a video of it, but I didn't.
Thermometers. That is a good thing to have.
Yes.
Because you could get where there's sudden cold spots, which can indicate paranormal activity.
Mm-hmm.
So a quick read thermometer could be handy, which we have one in our equipment right over there. You probably pull it out right there, Jason. It's right there next to you. That bag right there. Yeah. I guarantee you.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh no, it's not. That's not the bag.
That's not the bag.
That is not the bag. Where is the bag? Well. See?
Anyway.
I'll get the bag when we come back from break.
Okay.
We could show some of our equipment off.
All right.
All right. But these are just a few pieces of equipment. Like I said, there's all kinds of stuff. We're going to be doing a how to build your own SLS camera here soon. And we've got all the stuff over here to build it. Yes. So we're just going to be building it here real soon. You want to take it from here?
Okay. I know teamwork is important.
Yes.
So if you're ghost hunting, I think it should be done in at least two. by twos
Yes,
as a team.
you should. Yeah.
You don't, unless you want to go sit in a basement, but you need a camera on you
Yeah.
to make sure you're okay. It's not
Make
just
sure
for
you're not getting
safety,
possessed.
right? I bet you I know somebody would get possessed if we stepped in a basement.
Me too.
Yeah. It's not just for safety, reasons, but also for the sake of efficiency
Mhm.
and reliability. Multiple witnesses can corroborate, the event better,
Right.
and team members can help each other operate the equipment and document, whatever they need to document.
Right. Yeah, because then you could get multiple pieces of equipment working at the same time
Mm-hmm.
to help corroborate evidence. Kind of like what happened um, with the dead bell
Yeah.
was ringing, bing, bing. I mean, we was asking it questions. One ring for yes, two rings for no, and that thing was just sitting there, bing, and it would bing, bing, and I mean, it was crazy. But what was cool is that Eddie had his SLS camera, and you could see this figure, and then we'd ask a question, and you'd see it like raise its hand towards the bell, and then the bell would ring.
Ding.
Yeah, and it would do it every time, and it was like, you want to talk about corroborating evidence?
Yeah.
That's corroborating evidence.
And I know the one time when we first went in, he was in the laundry room with his camera, and I was recording the screen of his camera, and I asked it to because it showed a figure there. I said, "Can you raise your arm?" Boom, that arm went up. So that's some good evidence too.
Yes, more corroborating evidence, right?
Right.
You recorded his screen doing
Yeah.
that, so
Some of the don'ts that you don't want to do while you're ghost hunting is, well, number one, don't trespass on people's property.
right.
You need their permission. It's illegal for one, and it's really disrespectful too.
Right.
Always get permission, or permits. Maybe, I don't know if you can get permits or not on ghost hunting, but I know we went to see the Coogee Booger last couple of weeks ago,
Yes.
and they got purple paint on the trees. You can't get out into the woods.
Right.
You can just stay on the road and right there at the well. But we abided by the purple paint. So
Right. Yeah, and I'm sure that the reason people, because we've been there a million times, and the reason these people probably started putting purple paint on stuff, it's 'cause
somebody done something
somebody
stupid.
went through there doing something crazy, making people have to go through there and paint their trees.
Mm-hmm.
So then people would not come into their woods and do whatever it was that they was doing that was dumb.
I don't know if people may have been hunting back there or what, but
It's possible, but there's a few houses back there to
that there's a lot of traffic on that road.
Yep.
Because of the legends.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of people wanting to go to the well.
So don't go alone. We've already talked about, go with the team, but it can be dangerous. Old buildings you go in, they could be hazardous. The dark can make it easy to trip, fall. Plus, if you do encounter something crazy, it's always better to have someone with you.
Yes.
Always bring a frightened buddy that scares easy, that can say, "Let's get out of here."
Someone would say that would be someone that's more sane than you.
Right. Also, another good reason to not go alone is, well, it don't have nothing to do with that, but tell somebody where you're going.
Right.
If you do go alone. And tell them what time you might be back, just in case.
Yeah, because I mean, anything could happen, right? If you're saying you're going to go investigate up in this old cemetery that's way up into the mountains a little bit.
Yeah.
And you have to hike there, but then you fall and break a leg or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen, but it could. And at least someone would know, hey, they were supposed to be back by this time. They were supposed to call me or whatever it was.
Right.
And they'll know where to go look for you. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's always smart to do that.
Yeah, I'd always tell somebody where I was going. You know, ghost hunting is about respecting the living, and it's about investigating the dead. I always follow some guidelines to ensure you're safe and you have a successful investigation.
Yeah, I think that makes, I mean, you want to be respectful
Right.
of the living and of the dead.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone not too long ago about that, but you
These-
go on an investigation and you start taunting and you start doing all these other things. That's also a good way to have something come home with you.
Right.
You could get an attachment off that stuff.
A lot of people do that. I watched on TV, and
Yeah. Yeah. You get a lot of people who will taunt because they'll think that that's how they have what they have to do to get,
yeah. And if you do get a response, thank whoever give you the response.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get another good response.
We did for 2 hours.
And that goes along with respect.
Yep.
You want to talk about respect?
Sure. It's pretty paramount during a ghost investigation. It involves treating the location with care. Do not, try not to damage the location itself. Remember, many haunted locations are also historically significant, and damaging them could lead to legal consequences.
Oh, yeah.
Also, it's believed that spirits were once living people. So to show them respect, as you would do to the living, could create a more positive environment for the communication.
Mm-hmm.
When you go in disrespecting spirits, can not only be ethically wrong, but also potentially dangerous if the spirits are malevolent.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah. Could get some kind of poltergeist activity going on and be thrown around, and knives and forks fly at you.
Get scratched,
Yeah.
all kinds of crazy stuff.
Push down a flight of steps.
Man, wouldn't that be fun? Not. It is good to respect the dead, though.
Right. You want to take a quick break?
Yes, we're almost at 30 minutes. So
Yes, we are.
Remember, we're live on Spreaker, Podbean. We're also live on X, paranormal411.org, Facebook, and YouTube. Our new book will be out June 8th. You can find it on Amazon. All you have to do is search for East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore Edition 2. I'm telling you, June 8th. And for all of those awesome people who helped us out in the beginning and we sent advanced copies to,
Yes.
would you please write us a review? We'd very much appreciate it. If you're looking to find us, you can do that at paranormal411.org, paranormal411 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Remember, Saturday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, WDJY-FM. You're in the metro Atlanta area. That's 99.1 FM.
99.1 FM.
Yes. So say that one more time.
99.1 on your FM dial.
At 10 p.m. Saturday.
10 p.m.
Yes.
That's my radio voice.
I like it. You could go to WDJYFM.com and listen to us, or you go to paranormal411.org and listen. We're also on Subspace Radio and all of your favorite podcast platforms. Join us.
All right. Hey, we'll be back in about 6 minutes and 1 second.
6 minutes and some change.
Hey, have a great day. Boom.
What if the world we know is merely a fraction of reality? What if there are forces, entities, and phenomena that exist just beyond our comprehension in the shadows of the unknown? Welcome to Paranormal 411, your gateway to the unexplained and the downright chilling. Imagine, if you will, a quiet, sleepy town tucked away from the hustle and bustle of the city. The locals tell tales of a house atop a hill where strange lights flicker and eerie sounds echo in the dead of night. Some say it's haunted, others claim it's a portal to another realm. Whatever the truth, one thing is certain, those who venture there are never quite the same. Or picture this, a clear, starry night in the heart of the desert. Suddenly a blinding flash cuts across the sky, a craft of unknown origin moving at impossible speeds. It hovers, then vanishes, leaving only questions and a sense of awe. Could it be visitors from another world, or perhaps a secret government project? These stories, these encounters with the unknown, are what we love here at Paranormal 411. Our mission? To explore the unexplored, to question the unquestioned, and to shine a light into the darkest corners of the paranormal. We've journeyed through haunted houses and UFO sightings, and into the mysteries of cryptids and psychic phenomena, and pondered the existence of other dimensions. And yet, there is so much more to discover. Paranormal 411 is your guide to the unexplained and the extraordinary. Here we talk about the mysteries that lurk in the shadows of our world, from haunted houses and UFO sightings to cryptids and psychic phenomena. We love to question, to explore, and to understand the unknown. There's a world of mystery out there just waiting to be discovered. So why not join us on this journey into the unknown? Subscribe to our YouTube channel and become a part of the Paranormal 411 community. Together, we can uncover the secrets that the universe holds. Welcome to Paranormal 411. Your journey into the unknown starts here. Join us.
In the heart of Madisonville, Tennessee, lies a pizzeria like no other. Step through the door of Legends and Lore Pizzeria and be transported to a realm where paranormal and cryptid encounters, along with mouth-watering pizza, go hand in hand. Meet Eddie and his crew, who serve up slices of the supernatural along with the best pies in town. With the walls adorned with eerie artifacts, indulge in piping hot slices that melt in your mouth and tease your taste buds. And it's not just the locals who love the incredible pizza. Legends and Lore has been selected as the best pizza joint in all of Monroe County. As lovers of everything pizza and the paranormal, the owners have mastered the art of crafting unforgettable combinations that will leave you wanting more. To stay connected with this mystical eatery, follow Legends and Lore Pizzeria on Facebook, where tales of their latest creations and upcoming specials will be shared. Make sure to browse their custom menu, featuring legendary pizzas like the Chupacabra Ranch and the Exorcist. So, whether you have an appetite for the supernatural or simply seek the best pizza in town, Legends and Lore is the place to be. Come for the unforgettable flavors, stay for the captivating stories, and find yourself in a world where legends and pizza collide.
Get ready to rock with the electrifying sound of Catalyst, a band that's sure to leave you wanting more. With their powerful lyrics and killer riffs, Catalyst is a great sound in the world of rock music. You can listen and find Catalyst on Bandcamp, or go to the link at paranormal411.org and click on their banner.
All right.
All right.
Woo.
We are back.
That was a nice little
It
break.
was a heck of a break.
Love it. I got to go run upstairs, run back downstairs.
Jump up, grab the bag. And
Yeah, because I forgot the bag. Jason's like at the last minute, like, the bag. Where is the bag?
it's on the wing.
The wing? There's a thing on the wing. A thing. Hey, remember we are live on Spreaker, X, also paranormal411.org, Facebook, and YouTube. Remember, I want to say this a bunch this show. Our new book, East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore Edition 2.
Oh, yeah.
Be ready for you to buy on June 8th. It's an awesome book. I promise you. It is an awesome book. Thank you.
Thank you for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yes. And I think we deserved it. If you're looking to find us, you can do that at paranormal411.org, paranormal411 on YouTube, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We're also on Saturdays, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WDJY FM. That's 99.1 FM in Metro Atlanta. You could also go to WDJYFM.com and also to paranormal411.org and listen to us. We're also on Subspace Radio and all of your favorite podcast platforms. Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
You are traveling to another dimension. Hey. So we'll get back to talking about Ghost hunting.
Remember, we are going to show them a little bit of equipment.
Oh
too.
yeah, let's
We promised you some equipment.
let's see what we got here.
There's
Oh, this is something I forget what that is.
that's your EMF reader.
No, that is the radiation.
Yeah, it's a radiation EMF and radiation
yeah.
detector.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. EMF.
very
and
good piece of equipment we haven't used yet.
Yep. Radiation. That's
Oh.
sage. Sage.
Always have a bag, a 20 sack, a sage.
Yes. Sage is a good thing to keep with you.
Yes,
if
David, you
you-
could tell them how to do sage too, because you can do it wrong.
You can do sage wrong. And what's funny is I've told people how to sage before, and they're like, man, I saged and it didn't seem like it did anything. And I was like, I've never heard that before. You're the first time. And I was like, I told you how to sage. And they're like, yeah. I was like, did you make sure that you opened up the doors and the windows? Because see, when you are moving the bad energies out, you've got to have them a place to move to.
Right.
Otherwise, you're just moving them from one location in your house to another. And then when you do that side, you're moving them back because you're not giving them an exit. You must open doors and windows so you can drive these things out of your place.
Mhm.
So
And
definitely
that makes sense.
it does. And have good intentions when you're doing this too. You can't be scared. You can't be doing it out of frustration or any other things. You know, most of these things are about intention. So, set good intentions. Think of positive things when you're doing it.
So the next piece of equipment we have
Yes.
is a temperature recorder.
Yeah, it's a digital thermometer, right? That's pretty
Yes.
cool.
Bird dog.
He opens his window for unwanted company.
He's crazy.
Uh,
So we got, you see that light?
mhm.
Yeah. Let's see how hot that is. 87 degrees.
Whoa.
So that's a good piece of equipment.
Yes.
Let's see what else we got here.
In the little bag of tricks.
The little bag of goodies. Oh, wow.
Yep. The bottom has a lot of stuff in it.
Yeah.
That's where we keep all the really good stuff.
So, you can tell them what this is, David.
Oh, come on. Everybody knows what this is, right? It's
Yeah.
a spirit box.
Spirit box.
Yes. So the spirit box is really fun because we've got it's a speaker that you could put on with it,
Right.
but you could also do what's called the Estes method. And then you
Mhm.
do it with the spirit box. And Jason and I have done this a few times before. It's pretty fun, isn't it, Jason?
Yes.
So
When
the Estes method is where one person takes the spirit box, they get headphones and they plug into it, and they go into like an adjacent room to where,
it's a little speaker.
yep, that's a speaker that could plug into it so you could hear it. And on the Estes method, you'd put headphones on so you can't hear anyone else. All you could hear is the spirit box. Then people are in another room. They're asking questions, and then that way you can't be tainted for listening or hearing what the questions are. But you could hear the answer. The one person could hear things, and everything they hear, they just start shouting out
Yeah.
what it is. It's kind of a cool
Mhm.
thing.
Our next little piece of equipment we want to show you is
It's a digital voice recorder. Yeah.
Yes.
So you get your EVPs.
that's a very you need to have one of these if you go anywhere ghost hunting.
And we've got two, and they're both binaural. So they've got two microphones. So you get left and right channels and
Yep.
everything. It's a really nice piece of equipment.
And you can just set this down and just leave it and let it run and capture all kind of cool stuff.
We've got some pretty cool stuff.
Now this came from
Paranormal.
the Attic Junkie
Yeah.
Paranormal Supplies. So it's a company that makes all kinds of paranormal equipment.
Yeah. I bet you I could print that box.
You probably could. I don't even know how to turn this on anymore.
Right here.
There we go. So this is a REM pod.
Yep.
It's a little different than what you might have seen. Some of them are round, some of them are square, but this one works well. As you can see, if anything is close to this antenna, it'll go off. Like,
Yep. It's see that it's very
it's
touchy.
very sensitive.
See that? And so it's kind of a cool piece of equipment to have in a location, because then you can sit there and set that down, ask questions, and have things try to touch it and different things.
Yes.
And that's just some of the equipment we have.
Yeah. Plus we got the video camera, IR.
Yep.
And
now you've got your FLIR.
thermal.
Yep.
And
we're about to do the SLS camera.
SLS is coming.
Yep.
So you need to have a good arsenal.
Yes.
If you want to catch some good evidence.
Yeah, I think so.
Also, you want to document everything, right?
That's crucial, I think.
And you can document it with the record the whole thing on video. I mean, that's documentation.
Yes.
Everything that happens during an investigation, including personal experiences, readings from equipment, any recorders, infrared cameras, you need to document it.
Yep.
If anything happens. Also keep a log of your personal experiences, such as chills, feelings of being watched. I've had them. Seeing shadows.
Yes.
These experiences can sometimes provide valuable information. And it could coincide with the evidence you capture. It's just, you need to document everything.
Yes. Yeah. Make sure that the team that you're with, you trust very well. Look, not everybody comes into this and is just ready to go. Some people are in different stages of doing investigations. But know It's just like knowing your equipment. You need to know the people that you're with,
Right.
and what their strengths and weaknesses are. And so therefore you can utilize their strengths and their weaknesses, and everybody can coincide to be able to get the best out of an investigation.
Yeah, you go to these some investigations where you're like in a tour.
Yeah.
You're led by somebody that's you don't even know them.
Yep.
And
And
they
you have to
can
trust what
they can coerce you into, stuff.
I've had that someone tried to do that to me once before.
Yeah. So it's good to have your own team and
It
your
is.
own places to go. I know we like to go to these big
Roy says he scares himself every time he passes a mirror.
Lord.
What was that now, Jason?
I mean, everybody likes to go to these big places like
Oh yeah,
Brushy Mountain, or
yeah.
these haunted hospitals and
Yeah.
stuff like that, but try not to be led by the tour guide.
Right. And another thing that I think about stuff like that, since you mentioned that, Jason, is that I'm going to find this episode again of this show because I think I've mentioned it like 2 or 3 times. But intention.
Yeah.
Intention, like I was just saying earlier, when it comes to getting things out of your house and things like that, right? But intention on a specific place can do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched these investigators one time do an intention on a house, and they weren't even at the house. They completely made things up about the house. They made things up about who it was going to be, the way that they were going to answer, all kinds of stuff. They sat there and set these intentions. Then they went to this place and investigated it. And every one of those intentions manifested themselves while they were there. Every single one of them. So I'm not saying that not all places are haunted, but what I'm also saying is that you go to these places that have all these intentions on them, and hundreds and hundreds of people have gone there looking for Satan himself, and all these other things. And these intentions get imprinted on a place, and they can come back. And you get these intentions. Now, are they real? I don't know. I mean, I literally watched a show where a man and a woman made these intentions, went and did an investigation, and every one of them manifested exactly how they said that they should manifest for their intention to be right. And so sometimes maybe it's better to go to the places other people don't go.
Yeah.
So you're not getting cross contamination from other people's intentions on a location.
Right. That's good. That's real good.
Yeah. And we got that when we went on our last investigation. There's no intentions.
No.
No one's ever even been there for an investigation.
We didn't even know if it was really haunted. I mean, we had a witness with the apparition when they were young.
Right.
In the road, not in the house.
Right.
But, it turned out it's pretty haunted.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of activity for sure. I mean, before we even got in the house,
it's not a scary haunting though.
No.
It's a good.
Most hauntings aren't.
Spirits just hanging around.
Yes, and answering questions, and they love that bell. Bing, bing.
Love the bell.
That bell was awesome, wasn't it?
So there's also some don'ts during an investigation, like provocation. We've already talked about that.
Yes.
It's a big no-no, I think.
I do. I think that it's wrong.
A lot of these TV shows might show investigators provoking these spirits, disrespecting spirits, just to get the reaction.
Right.
But it's generally considered unethical. I don't know. It could be dangerous at some point too.
I think so. Yeah.
It's important to remember that if spirits do exist, they're once people. I mean, not everything's a demon.
No.
You hear all these people say, well, I think this has never walked the earth.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Unholy spirit.
Yeah. I mean, you could find that, but more than 9 times out of 10, it's somebody just hanging out.
Yeah. I think you're right there, Jason. I think that, we had, what was his name? Was it Dr.
Richard Gallagher.
Richard Gallagher on? And I think that's a great show if you want to kind of know about that kind of situation, because he's a psychiatrist and has actually taken a lot of people in for the churches and stuff and done psychiatric evaluations on them to make sure that they weren't possessed. And he said it's 2% or less of people who even believe themselves to be possessed are actually have any type of possession.
Mm-hmm.
He said it's mostly infestations and things like that that are in people's lives, but there's that possessions and things like that are so rare that it's less than 2% or 2% or less.
Yeah, I believe there's some pretty gnarly spirits out there.
Yeah. Yep.
But not. I don't think a lot of them would be. What do you call like that hasn't walked this earth?
Oh yeah, yeah. Unearthly spirits or whatever it is. Yeah.
Sure, you can have a mean person spirit. I mean,
right.
They could act like a demon, but I don't.
If you wanted to scare somebody, that'd be the way to act, right?
Yeah,
I mean, crazy.
But the one point is, getting scared is pretty natural.
Yeah.
But it's important to stay calm.
Right.
Don't be like me and run out of the room and say, I ain't coming back for 2 weeks.
Hey, you held that last one we was at, you held up really well. You didn't run,
good.
You didn't do nothing.
Well, I didn't feel threatened there for some reason.
Right. Because it wasn't a threatening atmosphere.
And we've done a couple since then, and I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Panicking, it can cloud your judgment and potentially put your team in danger.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, the goal of ghost hunting is to collect evidence and try not to scare yourself.
That's right. Yeah, it's not a haunted house. You don't go there for the scare.
Yeah.
You go there for the evidence. That's fact.
I'll let you continue.
Oh, gonna let me continue. So
look here, we're gonna get over an hour on this.
Man, oh man.
I like
this is an exciting
topic.
Yeah, I really do like talking about this kind of stuff. Patience is a virtue when it comes to reviewing your evidence, because it is very tedious and time consuming. Mm-hmm. And it can seem like forever when you sit there and was on a 3-hour investigation and you got to watch 3 hours of video, then listen to 3 hours of audio, then go through your photos, and you go through all of these different things, right? You listen to your EVPs, you listen to just everything. But you want to make sure that you don't rush the process, that you actually take your time and make sure that you don't miss anything. Mm-hmm. Because, that's what would happen. You can't, why spend the time, the 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, 6 hours, however long you're going to do these investigations, and then rush that process? Because, if I would have done that, I would have caught that dog that I heard on our last one.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Where there was no dog there, but there's a dog barking.
There's a little chihuahua there somewhere.
Yeah.
A little ghostly chihuahua.
There was something, because it barked. Every time Jason started yelling, Jason and all of them started yelling, the dog started barking.
Yeah.
Both times.
It's like it got excited because we were yelling.
Yeah.
There wasn't no dog there. Never
None.
been a dog there.
Yeah. It was pretty amazing. But if you don't take that time to listen, then you're not going to catch the extra little bits that are there. It really does not hurt in any means to get a second opinion. Get get in and actually ask other people to help review the evidence, or if you catch something, send it to someone else and say, what do you hear here? Do you hear anything?
Yeah, like
Don't-
you sent me that clip of the dog barking. Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what you want to do, right? You want to have multiple people listen to this, because it's like, you don't want to hear, you have pareidolia you have with your eyes, right? But you have the same thing with your hearing. The human brain wants to take things and rearrange it to where we can understand it, whether it's audio or visual.
I have a big problem with that too, with pareidolia.
Yeah.
Because every time I look at the wall when I'm using the bathroom, I'm spotting little figures and little faces,
but that's what the human mind does.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Then I'll look away, come back, see if I can find it. No, can't find it.
Yeah.
It's just crazy the way your mind works.
It is. Yeah. It's and it works in the same way, and so that's why it's good to get that second opinion. And also they may notice something that you missed, which is possible, right? So this can also be a second step as to make sure that you do not miss any judgment or miss any information or evidence, So I would say that a second opinion would be a very good thing to get.
Yeah,
for sure. Absolutely.
And if you do catch like an EVP, what I would do is don't tell anybody what you think it says.
Yes. That's one of the worst things you could do.
Yeah, because if you tell them, it's all automatically going to hear. They're going to hear that.
Yep. That's the first thing they're going to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do that. I mean, I see a lot of people do that. Say, hey, it says this, listen to it. If you want somebody else to listen to it, don't tell them what you think it says.
Right. Exactly. Let them hear the evidence for themselves, and then you two meet and say, well, what do you think it said?
Yeah.
Or something, because if you, like Jason said, if you tell them, and it's the easiest thing to do because you're so excited. You're like, oh my God, I caught an EVP. And I think it says this. What do you think? Well, guess what? You planted it in their mind to hear that same message. So don't do that. Refrain from it. Say, I might have caught an EVP. Do you care to listen to this? Let them listen to it and then compare notes. Yeah. I think that's really good advice, Jason.
Yeah.
I'll let you take this last bit.
So, we can talk about pitfalls, and the biggest pitfall that you can get is jumping to conclusions.
Yes. Like we was just talking about.
Yeah.
Right?
It's easy to get excited when you capture something like something strange and you immediately you label it as paranormal.
Yeah.
Now, but it's important to always look for a logical explanation first. Try to debunk it.
Yes.
Then if you can't debunk it, there you go.
And we've done that many times. Yeah. Absolutely.
Always try to debunk your own evidence before, saying it's paranormal, and it'll help ensure that any evidence you present is strong and it can stand up to scrutiny.
Yeah.
Because people out there, they're going to try to debunk it.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Because you have those non-believers.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. Paranormal.
Remember that extraordinary claims requires extraordinary evidence.
Yeah.
And they're not trying to prove that it don't exist. We're trying to prove it does.
That's right. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. Look here, we got an hour. And we are at the end of the show.
We have concluded the show. We want to thank everybody that showed up for this live tonight. We are a little bit later.
Roy's talking Chinese over here or something. It says you both should only wet down what you hear and chinos.
What the heck?
What's that mean?
What language are we speaking here, Roy?
What's a Chino? I know it's Chino, California.
You both should only.
I think write down what you hear and see, maybe.
Maybe. Do you think maybe he was like doing the speech to text?
He might have been. Write down.
Yeah. He
There
right.
you go. Yeah. Write it down or record it.
Yep.
And
I think so.
like if you're doing an EVP session, say you're here, you're doing it right now.
Oh, and compare notes after he says. Yep.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Roy. And that is, a good thing, like Jason just said. If you're doing an EVP session and you see it all over, the TV and stuff, and all these people who do these investigations and stuff, it's a really good habit to get into, saying, Jason and David in the living room, blah, 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 blah. We're doing an EVP session now. Then start the EVP session. So then, when you're listening back, when you catch something, who all's in the room with you, and where you are in the location.
Right.
So then that way, when you catch something, maybe there was some video going at the same time or something else going, and then you could try to see if you could get corroborating evidence in multiple locations. So, yeah.
So we thought we were done, but now we're done.
Now we're done. Sorry.
Had to get that out.
Just one last thing.
Yeah.
But want to thank everybody that showed up and everybody that's going to listen to this when we podcast it up. Thank you, Roy.
Thank you, Roy.
Thank you. And we do want to remind everybody one last time, Jason.
Yes, one last
time on this show.
Today.
Yes, on this show. This is Saturday show. We will remind you one last time again.
Let's put a how did you put that?
What?
Manifest a location?
Yes.
Let's manifest a book in their minds to go get.
Yeah. We are manifesting a book for you to look at. It is called East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore, Edition 2. You must buy on June 8th.
You must buy.
Buy the book.
You remember that episode of Gilligan's Island where the doctor professor had the rings he gave to him?
Yes. Yeah.
And it like mind controlled him.
That's the one ring.
I ain't seen that in a while.
One ring to bind them.
Yes, we do have a book coming out the 8th.
June 8th, East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore Edition 2. So definitely check it out. It's in paperback and hardback copy. It is a nice book.
It is.
It's beautiful. It really is. Jason hired some people to do the cover for us, and it turned out good. Now, it took them 12 times to get it.
And a little coercion on here and there.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, no, that ain't what we want. But
they want that orangutan looking like a Bigfoot. Come on.
I don't want a 50-foot tall Bigfoot.
Oh, yeah. Everything was 50 feet tall.
Yeah. But when they got it, man, it was like spot on though.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
nice.
It was beautiful. It's a beautiful cover. We definitely are grateful for that. So, if you're looking to find us, you could do that at paranormal411.org. We do keep on there any of our upcoming guests that we have. We're on Paranormal 411 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Also on Saturdays, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're on WDJY FM. That's 99.1 FM in Metro Atlanta. You go to WDJYFM.com or paranormal411.org and listen to us. We're also on Subspace Radio and all of your favorite podcast platforms. Join us.
Join us.
Join us. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you for Saturday's show.
Yes. See you for Saturday.
See ya.